Hello and welcome to my channel. This month, my social justice book club read Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I did very much love this book. It's not a light, fun read, but it is beautiful and impactful. Ta-Nehisi Coates was inspired by James Baldwin's 1963 classic, The Fire Next Time. So the book is a letter to his son. And at times it reads more like a memoir. Other times he's directly talking to and teaching and warning his son. And other times he goes into US history and gives commentary on things like people, politics, systematic racism, among others. There are so many themes in this book. There's race and systematic racism, fear and faith, Black culture, education, the US education system, police violence, parenting, and of course, the most impactful things for a white person reading it, he talks about the dream and the dreamers. I found pages and pages of discussion questions for this book, and my book club thoroughly enjoyed reading it and discussing it, but it was one of those things where we literally could have stayed there every single night of the week with plenty and plenty to discuss about this book. It's a small book, but it is jam-packed with all kinds of topics for discussion. I cannot stress enough just how dense this book is and how wonderful it is. Reading Ta-Nehisi Coates' description and message about the dreamers and the dream, if you haven't been introduced to it, will blow your mind. It will influence how you look at so many things and people going forward. I dare say that there have only been a few days since I first read this book where I haven't thought about the dream or the dreamers and thought about what I read in his book as I go about my daily life. Yes, the dreamers are white people, and the dream is a white American dream. But I don't really want to go into any more detail about what it is because my words would completely butcher the beautiful and brilliant way that he describes it and expresses his thoughts and feelings. You really just have to read it yourself. I encourage you to take the day, maybe a week, to read this 150-page letter. I can assure you your library has it. It's short, it's free, it will challenge your mindset, it will make you grow as a person. I have read this book twice, and both times I wrote down lines that really made an impact on me, and then after I read it the second time, I compared the two notes and they were all different. So I have to say that this is a book that you can read over and over and it will impact you just as powerfully, but in different ways each time. Choosing a favorite quote for this book is nearly impossible because it is just chock full of quotes that you will want to write down, keep, remember, reflect on. But I did anyways. It was really hard, but I did choose one passage of the book just because I wanted to let you hear a little bit of it. Now, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to have my husband read it for me.
The forgetting is habit is yet another necessary component of the dream. They have forgotten the scale of theft that enriched them in slavery, the terror that allowed them for a century to pilfer the vote, the segregationist policy that gave them their suburbs. They have forgotten because to remember would tumble them out of the beautiful dream and force them to live down here with us, down here in the world. I am convinced that the dreamers, at least the dreamers of today, would rather live white than live free. In the dream, they are Buck Rogers, Prince Aragorn, an entire race of Skywalkers. To awaken them is to reveal that they are an empire of humans and, like all empires of humans, are built on the destruction of the body. It is to stain their nobility, to make them vulnerable, fallible, breakable humans.
Now, if you read this book after you watch this review, then please contact me and let me know how it impacted you. So next month, we are reading Evicted by Matthew Desmond. and I'm really looking forward to it. So I will see you next month with a review. Take care.